good friend Bryant Gobble. Thankful to him and AJ Good for the call to come out and cover opening day of softball. Bryant, opening day, two of the greatest words in all of sports, and no question these two teams are excited to get the season going despite the cold elements.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. It's we were talking, it always starts cold, but sun shining today. It's a good day to get started out here.
And the first pitch is called strike one as Stella Gilbreath is in the circle for the Firehawks, one of the top two returning pitchers for this lineup. This is a Firehawks team that's returning a lot of firepower, fresh off a deep run in last year's NAIA playoffs. And a bunt down the first base line is gobbled up by the first baseman, Carly Cook. And the throw to Petty is in time for out number one. That was Kinsley Nichols, the left fielder, who led it off. And she is sat down quietly, as now it'll be Amelia Sherrill to step in the box. Action on the first pitch as she whiffs through strike number one. Firehawks controlled this matchup last year. Game one started out interesting with Bethel ahead 4-0, but the last four innings of that game, that went by way of UT Southern. They outscored Bethel 8-1 in those final four innings and then run-ruled game two. So Bethel wants a little get back. They're going to have to do so on enemy soil. Fastball inside is ruled a ball, and that puts it now at 2-1 on the game clock. Amelia Sharp, the designated player, stepping in for the pitcher Avenshine as a shallow fly ball is gathered by the shortstop for the Firehawks, A.G. King. And so two away for Stella Gilbreath in the circle as they'll welcome now Fallon Jordan, the shortstop. Righty versus righty matchup. Two away, none aboard. Low and away, it drops ball number one. One zero on its way, and this one is slapped to center field. That is easily corralled by the center fielder, Emery Hall, and that'll set them aside. 3 up, 3 down as we go to the bottom of the first. It'll be the Firehawks up next on the X Sports Network.
'Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Out here in these parts, this just isn't me. I've got the most farm music. Right on in my nearest whiskey.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
It's never been easier to buy a used car thanks to Prime Automotive Lawrenceburg. We believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating you right. Our friendly staff makes sure of it, helping you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget with financing options available. We're always getting new arrivals, making it easy for you to find what you need. Stop by for a test drive Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. We're located at the old Shoney's building on North Locust Avenue in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Bottom of the first, UT Southern gets their first turn, and action on the first pitch as a slapper down the third base line is outrun by Haley McDaniel, and she will step aboard safely on a throwing error from Riley Sharp. So the E5, that was going to be really, really close. That will put McDaniel aboard. And so 1 on for Lauren Petty. Another lefty for the pitcher for Bethel to face off against. That one goes away to the opposite batting box, and that will be ruled ball 1 easily. This one is going to get away to the backstop, and advancing to second will be McDaniel. It's already a runner in scoring position for UT Southern. This is a UT Southern team that made a really deep postseason run a season ago. They were 1 win away from getting to the NAIA World Series. And a lot of firepower is back in this lineup as a sacrifice bunt is dropped down by Petty. And that throw is going to get away from the first baseman, Price, and UT Southern will score the game's first run.
Now batting number 22, Marie Baldwin.
Just a few mistakes, Austin. Nothing too fancy. It's just, early season jitters, I'm sure, from Bethel. Letting UT Southern get on the board and get around the bases.
Already a couple of errors that have proved very costly to Bethel. And another bunt, this one pushed to the pitcher, Briley Ovenshine, and that advances Petty to second base.
Now batting number 11, Michaela.
1 on, 1 away, 1 on the board. Marie Bodley sacrifices her at bat for the betterment of the team. And all of a sudden, that will bring up the cleanup batter, Michaela McCain, to the plate. McCain, the lefty, watches that one drop low and away for ball 1. Petty at second, and McCain at the plate. 1-0 the count against Briley Ovenshine. This one misses inside for 2-0. This is game 1 of the doubleheader between these two teams. Missing low and away, and McCain is ahead in the count 3-0.
Can't hear coming through the broadcast. It is a little windy out here.
Just a little bit. And a 4-pitch walk is dealt out to McCain.
I think there's something to be said about the wind kind of blowing in from left field. That any girl that tries to pull the ball to the fence, it might get hung up in the air today.
On the contrary, if you're a lefty and you pull one into right field,
it could get out.
You're going to have a little assistance. This one goes high and away from A.G. King. And so 1-0 is the count. Ovenshine has found herself on a number of at-bats in this first inning, behind in the count 1-0. King will watch this one down in the dirt for 2-0. Again, the Firehawks won both of these matchups last season in the doubleheader. Game 2 got ugly very, very quickly. Bethel led game 1 early. It got away from him. Inside fastball will make it a 2-1 count now for King. It's a Firehawk lineup that's got 7 of their starters back from a season ago. This one goes high and away. That slipped out of Avonshine's hand. And so now the count is 3-1. Carly Cook standing on deck looking to do some damage. 3-1 is ruled slightly out of the zone, and the bases are loaded for Carly Cook. And already a quick mound visit with Amy Benson, the catcher, with Riley Avonshine.
Nothing too fancy so far here for UT Southern. They're just being patient with the count, letting the pitcher pitch to them. They're not chasing. Played a little small ball. We've seen them lay down some bunts. They're not swinging for the fence. They're being strategic in their at-bats, and that's why they're up 1-0 right now with 1 out and bases loaded.
Bases loaded indeed for Carly Cook. Neither of these teams really relied on the long ball last season. Batting averages for both teams were north of 300, but both of these teams were actually near the bottom of their respective conferences in terms of home runs. Low in the zone will be ruled strike 1. And for UT Southern, as a team last year, in total just 5 home runs. 0-1 gets away from Avonshine, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. 1 away in the bottom of the first. 1-0, UT Southern ahead. They've got Petty at third, McCain at second, and King at first. Cook at the plate. That one is in the zone, and it's 1-2. Cook behind in the count. 1-2 on its way to Cook. This one bashed out to center, and it'll score 1. It'll hold them up. Bases still remain loaded, and it is 2-0 for the Firehawks in the opening stanza.
Now batting number 14, Kirsten Ward.
That one viciously left the barrel of Carly Cook. Beautiful base hit, grounded out to center, and the Firehawks have already jumped on Bethel early in this afternoon's contest. And it'll now be Kirsten Warwick to step to the plate, the designated player hitting for Gilbreath in the lineup. Low and away, ball 1 is ruled. The bags still remain full for Warwick. Warwick going to be a new addition to this lineup as she whiffs through strike number 1 on the outside. Already to hitter number 7 in this UT Southern lineup. Bases full with 1 away. Off speeder goes high and away for 2-1. Two and one on its way to Cook. And this one is lofted out to center, to left center. Drifting back to make the catch is Haley Caruthers, and she lost handle of the ball, and that's going to score 1, make it 2. So a third error on this Bethel defense in the first inning proves costly, and it is 4-0 for the Hawks.
Yeah, you hate that if you're a Bethel player, your pitchers, you need to help them out a little bit. She struggled through a couple of batters, put a couple on base, had a hard hit ball at the middle to load the bases up, score another run. You think you can get a 2 out with a kind of a routine pop-up, but it gets dropped. Maybe the wind playing a little bit of a factor. Like we said, it is whipping pretty hard.
And also, it's just after 1 o'clock. Sun is out, boys and girls.
It is. That's exactly right. That's a good point.
Caught a lot of high school baseball the last 3 years, and would have a baseball partner would always tee him up with, in a game like this, a fly ball is anything but routine. That's what it was for Kinsley Carruthers, my apologies. But, yeah, it's going to be difficult for the outfielders today, combined with the fact that the wind is popping. You've got two elements you have to fight. And, oh, by the way, now you find yourself down 4-1, does Bethel. It'll be runners on first and second for Hannah Lindsay, the third baseman.
If they can get this second out here, they'll be able to breathe a little bit, move on, get settled in. Remember, the first inning of the season, they'll be just fine. Just shake off these first game jitters.
This one misses down low, ball one for Auvenshine. You've got force plays all the way around, so just make the close play to get that second out. UT Southern has already hung a crooked number on the board. Low and inside, this one bounces for ball two. Been a very patient approach for UT Southern, just driving up the pitch count of Auvenshine. And again, she misses inside for ball number three. 3 straight inside deliveries. All of those have missed. UT Southern has Warwick at first base, Cook at second. And this one will miss up high, a full 4-pitch walk. And so already UT Southern has cycled through their lineup. It's the last one now with their center fielder, Emery Hall, to the plate. Very interesting how UT Southern has done their damage in this first inning. 1 hit despite scoring 4 runs. 3 errors have played a role in that, as well as 3 walks. This one misses just off the outside edge of the plate to Hall for ball one.
Auvenshine still trying to find her control. Missing here and there, just off the plate.
1-0 the count to Hall. Misses down low in the inside corner for 2-0. McDaniel is already back to the on-deck circle. Surveys full base pass for the Firehawks. Up 4-0 in the bottom of the first with 1 out. And there's the strike zone, 2-1. Two and one the count now for Auvenshine, hoping that she can reset the mind here and attack. Emery Hall, 2-1 on its way. This one misses off the plate to the outside, 3-1. Three and one to Hall. Finds the inside edge of the zone, and it's a full count.
That's a good pitch. Needed to send one in the strike zone. You need to pitch to the hitter at this point. Let your defense make a play.
Payoff is slapped to right field, and it's going to get down in the pastures. The throw home is not in time. And so put a 5th run on the board, fill up a whole hand, and it's 5-0 Firehawks in the first.
That's a good piece of hitting. Looked like the ball was a little bit high, so she dropped her right shoulder, went to the weak side over here on the right, and is able to punch in another run.
10th batter that Auvenshine will face in this first inning. Misses low and away for ball number 1 to Haley McDaniel. Started this game by laying down a bunt towards the third base side, and Riley Sharp to throw over it from third was a little bit high for the first baseman. And that is how UT Southern started things off, and this one is popped up to left field, and unable to make the grab is Nichols. The son played a role, and that's going to score a pair. 7-0 for the Hawks on an RBI single. And it's back to Lauren Petty, now the 11th batter for the Hawks. Sunshine played a role for sure. You could see it was Kinsley Nichols who was using her glove, maybe more so for protection, trying not to get hit with that ball right on the head because the sun couldn't hardly see it at all. This one misses inside to Petty for ball number 1.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. That sun coming right down towards left field. You can see it in the shadows on the field on your screen.
Hardly any shade at all whatsoever. This one is going to get away from Benson, and runners will advance. 2 in scoring position for Petty. Certainly a pretty ideal start for UT Southern, capitalizing off of 3 errors on Bethel, and this one is sharply lined down the left field line for a foul ball. And that'll make the count 2-1 for Petty. Firehawks up 7-0 in the bottom of the first with 1 away. 2-1 the count for Petty. And this one ricochets off the webbing for 2-2. Two and two, the count for Petty, with runners on second and third. This one's going to miss away for a full count. You've got Emery Hall, who waits patiently at third. Haley McDaniel at second. Infield crashed in for Alvenshine as this one is going to softly roll foul and keep it a 3-2 count for Lauren Petty.
I think that was a bit lucky for Bethel right there that went foul. I think you would have had another base hit there. With the way the pitcher was coming in, it would have just been awkward to make a play right there. So good thing for them that it rolled foul.
And the infield crashing into, I don't know that Bethel has a play on that. 3-2 to Petty again. And this one's going to peg her on the hip. So yet again, the bases are full. That is something that UT Southern really experienced a lot of last season. They were hit by 53 pitches as a team in the entire 2025 campaign.
Wow.
Not only was that number 1 in the conference by a long shot, that was 4th in the nation.
Wow.
Only 3 teams in all of NAIA were hit by more pitches than UT Southern. That's it. Up high for Marie Bodley. That one misses for ball number 1.
At some point, my apologies for stepping on you right there. At some point, you wonder if you're taking it personal, people pitching at you like that.
1-0 now to Bodley, and this one misses for 2-0. Oh, wow, that one nicked her as well. So the second one to get hit by a pitch, and that walks in a run. So now not only has UT Southern, they are 4th way through the second rotation of their lineup, but everybody has reached safely for the Firehawks.
Yeah, Alvenshine's just struggling with their control. Might not have it today.
Wonder how much longer that leash is going to be extended, of course, for Bethel and for UT Southern as well. You might be trying to preserve some pitching. That's what Bethel's going to do. They'll go ahead and get Alvenshine out of the game. But this is game 1 of a doubleheader, so you've still got a lot of pitches left to go. Bethel's going to change out their lineup. We'll let them step aside, get the new pitcher warmed up. It's the Firehawks ahead, 8-0, still in the bottom of the first on the X Sports Network.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free.
Back to the bottom of the first, UT Southern is now on their 13th batter. It's Michaela McCain for the second time, and the Firehawks up 8-0 as they have capitalized off of 3 base hits, 3 walks, and 3 errors on this pitching so far for Bethel. Add a couple of hit batters to that as well. It is a new pitcher into the game for Bethel and finds the mark for 2-1. They have actually gone. Looking now, it's their center fielder, Kinsley Carruthers, who has now stepped onto the circle. 2-1 for McCain. Softly fouled for 2-2. 2-2 on its way, and this one is going to be grounded. Oh, great diving stop made by Hernandez at second. And the throw over to first will sit down the second out, but it does cross the 9th run for UT Southern, so a productive out for Michaela McCain.
Yeah, that's okay. They scored another run, but, hey, you got that second out, which is so important right now. So that was good by the second baseman to smother that and make a good play.
So on the fielder's choice, Petty advances to third. This one in the dirt for A.G. King for ball number 1. And also will put Bodily over at second base. 9-0 for the Firehawks in this first inning. Wow, low inside corner. Great location by Kinsley Carruthers. One and one for King, and this one slapped foul for 1-2. Really productive inning for UT Southern. Yes, on the scoreboard, but again, you've had 9 different players reach safely. Everybody in the lineup has been aboard at least once. This one will bounce for 2-2 for King. King was a walk that ended up turning into a run on her first at-bat on a fly ball that Carruthers just couldn't locate because of the sun. And a high bouncer that is gobbled at third, and reaching for the tag was sharp. Did she get it? She did. Could have tagged up the base, didn't realize it, but still makes the tag in time. And the first inning is mercifully over. 9-0 UT Southern is ahead. We go to the second on the X Sports Network.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
This is the X Sports Network.
To the second inning we go. It is the Bethel Wildcats to the plate, and they have got a lot of ground to make up, looking to get back some damage done by the Firehawks. A 9 spot put up by the Firehawks, and looking back at my scorecard, 8 of the 9 in the UT Southern lineup crossed the plate. The only one who didn't was Marie Bodley. She was stranded at second to end the first inning. But no doubt a lot of confidence for Stella Gilbreath, who is stepping in for her second inning of work. Bryant decision record went 10-13 in 25 starts. Decision record went 10-13 in 25 starts. A little check swing foul by Price, and she's behind in the count 0-2. But Gilbreath comes back after pitching nearly 130 innings last year. One of the two main starters back in this rotation for UT Southern. We mentioned that they've got 7 batters back from last year that were routine starters. Soft foul ball that'll get over the protective mesh, and it stays at 0-2. But UT Southern's got back their main 2 arms in Stella Gilbreath and Ella Singletary. 0-2 the count yet again for Price with a runner on first, and reaches on the check swing. Did she hold up? Yes, the field umpire says, and will make it 1-2. Fortunate call for Price to stay alive, and Sharp remains at first base. No outs for Bethel. And a swing and a miss will result in strike number 3, the first K of the afternoon for the Firehawks. So Amy Benson, the catcher, will step into the box. UT Southern ahead 9-0 at the top of the second inning with 1 away. And Sharp at first for Bethel, and there's a strike 1 delivery for Stella Gilbreath. High fly ball that is waved off by the shortstop King, and good communication to make for out number 2.
Now batting, number 24, Dunn.
So 2 away, and Sharp still stranded at first base. It'll be Kaylee Dunn, the right fielder, to step in. This one misses down low for ball number 1. One will miss up high. So by due process elimination, Gilbreath has missed low. She's missed high. Next one should be right down Broadway.
We'll see if you're right.
Asking you shall receive. It's a swing and a miss at strike number 1. So Gilbreath will compensate correctly, and she's back in the battle now at 2-1. This one is tipped foul, and now the count runs even at 2-2. Gilbreath a strike away from getting out of the inning for the Firehawks again, ahead 9-0. Two and two on its way, and that one in the dirt, swing and a miss. The run over to first will be easily thrown out, and that is how we end the top half of the second inning. 4 batters up, 3 of them sat down, and no damage done. 9-0 UT Southern ahead. We go to the bottom of the second on the X Sports Network.
Right in the heart of the downtown square in Lawrenceburg stands a true local treasure. Holland's Drug Store, the oldest business on the square. Holland's is a name you have trusted since the 1960s. Expert pharmacists Richard and Brooke are proud to offer personalized care, including compounding, while providing you fast and friendly service. They accept most insurance plans so you can get what you need without a hassle. And while you're here, don't forget to explore the gift shop filled with local novelties, willow trees, seasonal home decor, and so much more. Holland's Drug Store. Local and lasting.
Hi, welcome to this week's Mars Hill Minute. We're off to a great start in a brand new year. Don't you love it when something new takes place? We're excited about the building taking place behind us, that this year we'll be in our brand new education building. The Bible tells us, God says He's making all things new. And I get excited when I see new stuff take place, whether it be new babies, new buildings, or new creations. You see, when we give our life to Jesus Christ, we're told we become a new creation. The old things pass away and all things become new. How about making this the year where everything's new in your life? Look to Jesus Christ. Surrender to Him. Repent of your sin. Ask Him to be Lord and Savior of your life. And you can be a new creation in a brand new year. God bless you. Hope you can join us at Mars Hill Baptist Church.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning we go. UT Southern back to the plate. They will send up Carly Cook. And heavy action on the first pitch as a wicked foul ball for strike number one. UT Southern made a lot of good contact putting the ball in play in that first inning. Yes, only 3 hits, but 3 errors as well. Mentioned it, in the prime of the day, the sun shines brightly, and that's responsible for a couple of these Bethel errors. Just fly balls are anything but routine if you are in the outfield. And 1-1 as that misses inside to Carly Cook. Had a beautiful ground ball up to the center fielder that drove in a pair of runs to put UT Southern up at the time by a score of 2-0. Eventually, Cook was brought home. After the foul ball, it is 2-2 for Cook to lead off the home half of the second inning. 2-2, and that one is punched out to right center. That's got a charge, and it's over the wall! Carly Cook knocks that home run over on opening day after having won all of last season. And it's 10-0 in the bottom of the second.
At the first of the at-bat, I mean, you could tell there was some extra juice in her swing. Some of these foul balls were about to go through the net with as hard as they hit. And like you said earlier, out to right field, look at the flags where they're blowing, right out that way. So she got a hold of it. The wind helped her a little bit, and that was no doubt.
Those of you watching on the stream, you may not be able to see it on the camera, but to our left, the flags up high are nearly as outstretched as can be, and they point towards right field, right center field. That's exactly where Cook put it. And Dunn will send this in the same direction with a lot less power, but it's going to get down, put a grass stain on it for a single.
Now batting number 13, Hannah Lindsay.
It'll be Hannah Lindsay to the plate, 1 aboard and no outs. Nearly as many hits in this inning for the Firehawks as they had the last inning. Another healthy cut. This one strike 1 for Lindsey Bryant. Very, very intrigued. UT Southern coming out aggressive to start this inning.
Yep.
And this one punched down the right field line, and that's going to get over Kaylee Dunn's head, and that's going to be extra bases. Charging for 3 is Hannah Lindsay, and will not be able to make this an inside the park. It's an RBI triple for Hannah Lindsay.
You said it right on cue. They're swinging the bat. They're being aggressive. I mean, good things happen whenever you make contact. You just put it out in play and see what happens. And that one over the outstretched arm of the right fielder, and she's quick enough to turn it into a triple there, Austin.
Hannah Lindsay has some wheels, and like you say, I was getting ready to say as well, I call high school baseball back home. My partner will always say at least once a game, put the ball in play and good things will happen. That is what UT Southern has done. They're looking to really jump on this Bethel pitching. And they've done so. Already 3 hits in this inning. They lead at 11-0. It'll be Emery Hall who gets her second crack this afternoon. 1-1, the count runs even. One and one, the count for Hall. Now it makes it 1-2. Finding the inside part of the zone was Carruthers. Hall with a base hit out to right field, her last appearance, and then sends this one to right center. There's a theme in this inning, and this is going to be extra bases as well. Hall is going to dig for third, and she'll get in there sliding. Back-to-back triples for the Hawks, and they've got a dozen.
Something's pulling that ball out to that direction. The right side of the field getting a lot of action. These defensive players running around trying to shag down some balls. And this inning so far going much like the first on the scoreboard. They're scoring in different ways, though, in this inning. Not necessarily too many errors right here from Bethel, just the Firehawks putting it in play, getting base hits.
This one is directed over the Firehawks dugout to the left for a foul ball by Haley McDaniel. This is her third appearance in this game as we're in the second inning. Yeah, and you're right. UT Southern, the first inning, kind of had to play small ball with some errors, some walks as well, and kind of some soft contact with this inning, and there has been a lot more barrels found by this Firehawk lineup as the count runs even at 1-1 for McDaniel, who today has reached safely on an error and a base hit. One and one, and a golf swing misses for strike number 2 to McDaniel. One and two on its way. And this one a one-hopper gathered by Jordan, the shortstop, and a beautiful throw for out number 1. There's the first out for Carruthers. That's got to feel good after giving up 4 consecutive base hits and extra base hits, I'll add at that. A home run and a pair of triples. So that'll bring up Lauren Petty. And still patiently waiting at third is Emery Hall. Petty almost got hit with that pitch. That would have been the third one in this game. Again, that's something that UT Southern, they were 4th best at in the entire country a season ago. And this one misses low for 2-0.
Did you say they were best at? Do you get good at being hit?
Evidently. Well, I mean, think about the first guy that always comes to mind when I think about those in baseball is Anthony Rizzo, where how he crouches the plate. And that one brushes her shoulder, so there you go. That's the third one of the day. But, yeah, you get players like that. You crouch up against the plate. Hey, use it to your advantage. As a matter of fact, Petty in particular is really good at that because that's the second time today she's been hit with one.
Yeah.
Runners on the corners for Marie Bodley as she steps in. One away as it's a 12-0 advantage for UT Southern. Petty is going to take off without a play, and she'll reach second standing. So 2 runners in scoring position for Bodley.
There is something to be said about taking contact. I mean, you're not jumping away from the ball. You're also not, leaning into it, but you just stand your ground, and the ball hits you. You get a base hit. So
what they say? Rub some dirt on it, you'll be all right.
Rub some dirt on it.
Go home, get you a protein shake, take an ice bath, you'll be all right.
That last one, I don't know if it hit her more so than her jersey, actually.
Yeah, it barely had to have brushed that shoulder, and this one is a wicked grounder that gets out of the hand of Chanley Price, and that brings home run number 13 on the fourth error by this Bethel defense. That had some steam off the bat of Bodily. Can't say you blame Price. Tried to make the play, and I'm willing to bet in this cold weather that hand is still stinging after that.
Yep, more than likely.
And now again, UT Southern will send the runner Bodily over to second without a play. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Hawks.
And that was a hard hit ball, and the first baseman knocked it down well. It's just Bodily outran the play there.
On this one, it's a jam shot that'll find right field, and it'll be an RBI as the Hawks now lead at 14-0.
Something about the right side of the field. At this point, you wonder if it's strategic and on purpose that they're waiting on it a little bit more and letting the ball go to the right side.
You're right. As consistently as they're hitting it over there, they found something in this defense that they like because, again, it's now 14-0, and I think maybe all but one in this inning has gone over to the right field side. There was a grounder to short, and that's all I recall.
Yeah.
So for the second time in as many innings, the Firehawks have cycled through the whole lineup with King at the plate. Runners on the corner islands with an 0-2 count for King, who has walked and grounded out in her previous 2 appearances. King skyrockets this out to left field, and Nichols makes the catch, but the sacrifice fly will accomplish its purpose, and that makes it 15-0 for UT Southern.
I do think Carruthers is pitching to contact here. She keeps giving the girls something to hit, trying to let the defense make a play, and that time they do to get the second out of the inning.
So it's back to Carly Cook, who led off this inning literally as good as you possibly could and was very, very aggressive. This time lays off of ball 1, but 3 hard contacts. 2 of those resulted in foul balls. The third one was sent over the right center wall. Count runs even. Oh, and a throw down the first base line goes over the head of Price, and so that will advance McCain over to second. It has been an error-filled day for this Bethel defense. That's now 5.
Yeah, it's not one particular person. It's just there's been all over the field different issues going on. A drop ball here, overthrown ball there. It has exacerbated the issues.
2-1, and my goodness, Cook again sends that one about as high as the light pole. She straightens that out, and she gets another round trip around the bases. Two and two, the count for Cook. And this one is leveled past the shortstop, Jordan. That'll be 16-0 on the RBI single.
Has another hard hit ball. Cook has got that bat fired up today. Shortstop almost made a good play right there, just a couple inches outside of the glove. I believe that's number 16 out there.
Yeah, Jordan, I mean, that was nearly able to tip off the end of the glove. And if she knocks that down, that gets interesting. This one inside to Kirsten Warwick.
Yeah, if Jordan out there is able to knock that one down, I think it saves a run for sure. She might not be able to get the out, but you got runners on the corners instead of one on first and one scoring.
Routine fly ball in center field. That is corralled by the center fielder that's in the spot of Carruthers, and that will end this second inning. 16-0. The Firehawks lead it as we go to the third on the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenakee Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenakee Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tenakee.com.
Start of the third inning, it will be Bethel to the plate. Down 16-0 as we start this inning. Leading it off, it'll be Kinsley Carruthers, who started out the game in center field, is currently the pitcher that's in the circle in relief. Briley Alvenshine, and she'll reluctantly flip that bat as she takes one and gets a free base. I shouldn't say completely free. You did have to pay a little bit of a price, but hit with that pitch, she'll take first.
Yeah, that one's down towards the ankles and the feet. It seems like those hurt a little bit more.
I really don't care what part of the human anatomy you get hit on today with a pitch. Anything's going to be – it's going to go up exponentially, that pain, sheerly because of the weather and the wind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It'll sting. And especially, some of these balls that have been hit out to right field on the short end of the bat. Like, that's got to feel that in the hands.
Oh,
stinging in the hands.
Man, you get jammed. Yes, absolutely. Boy, with right down Broadway, Gilbreth throws that one for a 1-1 count. Even count as Carruthers at first. She'll stay there as Hernandez whiffs through strike number 2. It's Kelani Hernandez, the second baseman, and this is Bethel's first time getting through their lineup. Scoreboard shows it, but UT Southern, when they go up in the third, they're going to be nearing the end of their third rotation through. What I'm trying to say is it's been a pretty productive day for UT Southern.
That's a good point. They've gotten a lot of live ball action from the plate.
Beautiful inside painted corner for strike number 3, and that's the third K of the afternoon for Stella Gilbreth.
Man, that was just some heat on the inside. Caught the batter looking.
Not a lot you can do if you're Hernandez except tip your cap and go play some defense. That is a well-placed pitch by Gilbreth. And Kinsley Nichols watches one just below the zone for ball 1. Nichols started this game with a bunt, tried to outrun it, and the UT Southern defense had none of it. And again, working the inside of the zone, Gilbreth has found her location and is painting it with several coats. 1-1 on a changeup, and a double play is not going to be in time. They make the throw at second, but Nichols will reach on the fielder's choice. So 2 away for Gilbreath as they bring up Amelia Sherrill. Sherrill popped out on a fly ball to the shortstop, A.G. King. 2 away for Sherrill on her second appearance. And just barely missing her spot was Gilbreath for ball 1. And this time she finds her spot, evens up the count at a ball and a strike. One and one, 2 away. And this one is lined sharply down to left field. It's going to get to the wall, and Bethel is going to wave home the runner, and UT Southern will not make a play. RBI double for Amelia Sherrill. That's got to feel good for Bethel just to get on the board.
Absolutely. That's a good piece of hitting. She just took that one to left field, hits off the fence, and some good base running to get from second to home right there.
So the RBI double from Sherrill gets a breadstick on the board for the Wildcats, and right down Broadway, Fallon Jordan watches strike 1. This one fouled over the webbing and makes it an 0-2 count. As Fallon Jordan flew out to center, that ended a 1-2-3 first inning for this Bethel offense. The wind is vicious if you can't hear it. I would venture a guess that they can, though.
It's blowing around all of our papers. Having to use some paperweights, and even those aren't working.
1-2. Boy, a nice drop ball from Gilbreath that just missed outside for 2-2. Two and two misses down in the dirt, and all of a sudden Jordan has battled back from down 0-2 to fill up the count. Three and two on its way to Jordan. Sends it foul and stays alive. I recommend watching where those foul balls fly.
Yeah.
So another one here for Gilbreath. And staying alive again is Fallon Jordan, so it still remains 3-2.
This is a good at bat here by Jordan. Filled up the count. Keep battling, making contact. Let's see if she puts one out.
Another foul ball. This is incredible. No question we're at double digits on this at bat. Full count, 2 away with a runner in scoring position, as that's Amelia Sherrill standing at second base. This is lofted shallow infield. King waves it off at short, and the inning is over. So 16-1, it is UT Southern ahead as we go to the home half of the third on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for quality meat and local goods you can trust? Visit Piney Branch Meats and Mercantile at 100 J.R. Story Way in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We offer homegrown, local beef, pork, and eggs, along with a full mercantile stocked with Tennessee-made products. Whether you're planning a cookout or filling the freezer, you'll find honest quality and friendly service at Piney Branch Meats and Mercantile.
For 55 years, Mac Brown Photography has been capturing life's most precious moments. From children's first smiles to senior portraits, from wedding day magic to school memories, from musicians in their element to businesses at their best. We've been there for it all. Times have changed, but one thing remains constant: our commitment to quality photography and exceptional service. At Mac Brown Photographers, we love what we do, creating beautiful portraits that become memories for generations to enjoy. Visit us at macbrownphoto.com or by calling 931-762-4263 or email info@macbrownphoto.com. Capturing memories, creating legacies.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
Bottom of the third, UT Southern to the plate. They will send up Hannah Lindsay to lead off the inning. She'll be followed by Emery Hall and Haley McDaniel. 16-1 your score as we start the home half, and quickly it is Lindsay behind in the count at 0-2. Austin Coletti here with you alongside Bryant Gobble, a couple of UNA alums who met my senior year. My math is off on yours, but a couple of old college friends. We stayed in contact. I appreciate the call, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-2 the count for Lindsay.
Both of us grew up around in neighboring counties to Martin Methodist, now UT Southern. And
yourself in Lawrenceburg, myself in Fayetteville.
And a lot of good local talent has always came into this area, so it's good to keep up with. It's a great resource to our area, the state. Very proud to have this so close.
2-2. There's a foul ball for Lindsay to stay alive. Yeah, usually I call games for Lincoln County back home, which actually we were in McMinnville last night, really entertaining games at Warren County. But was really excited when I got the call. The first thing I did, I wanted to see what UT Southern's roster was, because I thought it was the case, and it is so, as a beautifully punched ball down to left field by Hannah Lindsay to lead it off. Back to what I was saying, was curious to see, is there a Lady Falcon, or is there, you know, some of the local talent, like you say, Lawrenceburg, Giles County, Marshall County, indeed on here? And actually there are two from my hometown. The first of those is Lauren Petty, who's a returning starter for this Firehawk team, but there is a freshman from Lincoln County on the roster in Ava Harris. But a lot of that local talent from those surrounding counties is on this roster, as action on the first pitch for Emery Hall. And this UT Southern lineup just continues to punish Kinsley Carruthers, as they did Briley Avenshine in the first.
Yeah, they're being very aggressive. Carruthers is throwing strikes, and the Firehawks are just jumping on top of them.
Well, you pitched a contact that is the risk you run, and UT Southern is making Carruthers pay. Back to the top of the lineup, and a good, sharp ground ball that is halted by Hernandez. Makes the short play, but two runners are in scoring position. And you referenced it earlier, especially with coming off the bat of Carly Cook. But hard hit balls like that, even if that hits your glove, you're going to feel it in the cold today.
Yeah, and Hernandez is in right there. That ball got hit to her. Good on her for smothering that, staying with it after it bounced off of her, and getting the out right there.
So two runners in scoring position for the Fayetteville High School product in Lauren Petty. And she golfs at that one and misses, now 0-2. Petty today has been hit twice by a pitch and has also reached safely on an error. And now she softly puts this one in play down the first base line, and an easy play made by Carruthers, and the run will score. High IQ base running by Hannah Lindsay, and it is 17-1 Hawks.
Yeah, Lindsay was just waiting for that ball to go to first, and as soon as it was released, boom, she was gone. And there's plenty of time for her to come in, stand up.
So the Hawks put their lead back up to 16 on the fielder's choice. Emery Hall advanced to third as well. That is high IQ base running. Again, 7 starters returning for UT Southern. They show their high IQ on that last play. Bodily with an even count of a ball and a strike.
But on Bethel's side of the ball, good on them for making defensive plays that, they didn't make the first couple innings. They have 2 outs, and, limiting the damage right now to only 1 run would be a great success.
And it would settle you in because, like we said, there is still a game 2 to be played.
Exactly.
By no means is this game over. You do feel like UT Southern has it in hand, but at this point for Bethel, you kind of take however much longer this game lasts. If it is a run rule, take whatever outs you can and carry that momentum into game 2. Just over the foul territory for a 1-2 count to stay alive. Bodily nearly had a perfectly placed hit. So far, Bodily today has dropped down a sacrifice bunt that advanced a runner all the way home, actually, on an error. And she has also been hit by a pitch and reached safely on an error. 1-2 misses low and away for an even count. Two and two. Bodily thought about it, couldn't hold up. She takes off. The throw to first will retire the side. So a breadstick for both teams to end this third inning at 17-1 for the Firehawks as we go to the 4th inning on the X Sports Network.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment. Not for profit, for service.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
4th inning we go. It is Bethel's turn at the plate. They've got 6 outs left to at least try and extend this game. The run rule is an 8-run lead after 5 innings, which, of course, UT Southern has actually doubled that right now. So unless Bethel really is able to cut into this lead, this game is going to end pretty early as a foul ball will go over our heads. And I suddenly just became thankful for a roof.
Yeah, that's right.
2-1 is the count as Riley Sharp steps into the plate. Sharp is only one of 4 players that has reached safely for the Bethel Wildcats. She reached so on a walk to begin the 2nd inning, but was left stranded there after a pair of strikeouts and a fly ball. Gilbreath has been in rhythm all afternoon long. 1-2, and there's a foul ball that Sharp will stay alive. Ball and 2 strikes the count, and the delivery from Gilbreath is lined right back to her, and she has no idea where it is at, as a beautifully placed ball out to center field by Sharp, as that's the second time today she has reached safely.
That's all you can do, Gilbreath, as a pitcher, is just stick the glove out and react to it. There was no way that she could knock that down. That's just a good piece of hitting there.
She has still not seen that ball. So a leadoff single for Sharp, and this time Bethel will try to bring her home. Bethel really seemed to settle in back in that third inning. Yes, only 1 hit, but they did manage to score their run as well. And this one golfed down to the third base line, and that one unable to be gathered by Lindsay at third, and so it'll be Price who reaches. Second hit of the inning for the Cats, and that will bring up Amy Benson to the plate. It's a good glove by Lindsay to keep that one from becoming extra bases, but all of a sudden Bethel starting to catch a little wave of momentum. This one is slapped up high. Wow, and the wind kept it in play. What a catch by Michaela McCain. And again, just looking here to my left, the flags are as outstretched as can be. From my vantage point, it started, I thought it was going to hit our roof, and then the wind keeps it in play. McCain makes the catch, and there's out number 1. If you're McCain, do you thank the elements a little bit for that one?
Yeah. They definitely had a hand in it.
One 0 the count now to Kaylee Dunn with runners on first and second. And this one is a little jam shot that finds Petty at second base. Boy, quick instincts on point for Petty. So Kinsley Carruthers will step up to the plate. What started out as a really good inning for Bethel has turned sour pretty quickly, as a couple of fortunate bounces have gone UT Southern's way. And Gilbreath tried to go to her patented inside corner spot. Misses just a hair inside for ball 1. One 0 in the lower part of the zone to even up the count at a ball and a strike. This one will miss, and it's now 2-1 for Carruthers. His only plate appearance was in the previous inning. Was hit by a pitch and then thrown out on a short play to second. 2-1 right down Main Street, even count of 2-2. Gilbreath a strike away from putting her third goose egg on the scoreboard. 2-2, and staying alive is Carruthers. Count runs even again. Good job by Bethel to really drive up the pitch count of Gilbreath. Really weren't able to do that in either of the first 2 innings. Full count now for Carruthers. 3-2 on its way. And she swings right through it. 4th K of the afternoon for Stella Gilbreath. And we go now to the home half, where it is UT Southern ahead 17-1 to the bottom of the 4th on the X Sports Network.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. offering a free initial consultation. Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Your outdoor adventures start right here at Lawrenceburg Marine. Family owned and operated, we're local folks you can trust. We specialize in premier sales and service. A proud dealer of top brands like Mercury, Bullet, Phoenix, and more. And no need to go anywhere else for ATVs. We have what you want. And you can trade in what you don't. Financing is available. Our full line of boating accessories will get you on the water fast. Lawrenceburg Marine, located at 208 4th Street.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
This is the X Sports Network.
Home half of the 4th inning, UT Southern ahead 17-1, and unless there is a pretty substantial change in the flow of this game, for game 1 of our doubleheader, this is the last time UT Southern will see the plate. Again, the run rule is you lead by 8 after 5 innings, and that's the minimum number. UT Southern has doubled that, and as they start off, it is the left-hander Michaela McCain, who today has reached on a walk and a base hit, as well as grounded out to second. And she is ahead now in the count at 3-0. She'll take strike 1, and as you should, with a 3-0 count. The win for this left-handed hitter definitely going to help McCain, and she'll take that inside, and there is a walk to lead off the home half of the 4th inning.
That's good patience on her to not swing. That's pretty close, and on 3-1 count, you want to have an itchy trigger, but she refrains and wisely takes the base.
That's a good word, refrain. So you usually hear that on Sundays.
Yeah.
Well, watching strike 1 is A.G. King. That's actually a different pitcher in the circle now for the Bethel Wildcats. I caught number 6. We do have the roster handy.
Number 6 looks like Malaya Prather.
So Prather is the new player in the circle, and just saving some wear and tear on the arm of Carruthers. Wow, this one literally off the knob of the bat. And the throw is just barely in time. Beautiful play by Kehlani Hernandez. And so that will send McCain over to second. And now it looks like a change in UT Southern's lineup is coming here.
Prather, the senior, out of Ripley, Tennessee, previous played at Southwest Community College. So an experienced utility player here.
And on the contrary, it's a new batter for UT Southern. They're going to send up Evie Edwards, a junior from Pell City AL.
What do you know about Pell City, Alabama there, Austin? Not much.
After today, I know that it exists. You?
I know a few people from Pell City. I don't know if I've ever been through.
So it'll be Edwards to get her crack at it, and you see UT Southern going to go ahead and get in some fresh players, get in a few cuts as game one. Again, unless there's a substantial change in the score in favor of Bethel, 5 outs remain in game one of our doubleheader. One and one in this one, a comebacker to Prather, and she'll put it away for out number 2.
I don't even know if she had to move. That thing just bounced off the dirt right up to her glove, about chest high. About as easy as a play as you're going to get.
That's one of those you say, thank you very much for making my job easy. That is out number 2. And it'll be Kirsten Warwick to step into the plate for the 4th time tonight. Not surprised that she's going to stay in the lineup. This is a new starter in UT Southern's lineup, which is going to be a rare thing to say considering that 7 starters are back for UT Southern. One more out, and UT Southern's batting in this game is pretty close to being over with. And this one rolls right back to their dugout. Warwick today has put 2 balls into center field. One of those got down on an error, which Carruthers just was unable to see. And this one is going to go right back to the pitcher, and Prather gets 2 easy outs to end her day in the circles. So after the leadoff walk, a 1-2-3 to retire the side. And UT Southern needs just 3 outs to mercy rule this game. 17-1, the Hawks lead it as we go to the 5th on the X Sports Network.
You deserve a mortgage experience that doesn't leave you in the dark. One that puts progress at your fingertips. With the Bank Independent Mortgage app, you can upload documents in seconds, track your loan status from application to approval. Even your realtor can check in, so everyone stays informed. No more waiting, no more wondering, just a clear path home. Bank Independent. Invested in you.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as The Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Top of the 5th we go, and the day for Stella Gilbreth is over. She has pitched 4 innings of 1-run softball, and in her spot has come Emma Ursery, a freshman from Brighton, Tennessee, is going to be sent in to polish off these last 3 outs. As leading it off for Bethel, it is Hernandez. Made a really nice play to start off that bottom half of the 4th inning. This one is slapped up high into right center field. That's trouble. But coming in to claim it is Emery Hall, and that's out number 1. Really good day at the office for Stella Gilbreth. 3 hits allowed in those 4 innings, only 1 run. Yes, it was earned, but maybe the more impressive number is the 4 Ks to just 1 walk. As my broadcast partner back home would say, that'll play. And that is strike number 1 dealt to Kinsley Nichols. Nichols watches a dropper go up high and evens the count on a ball and a strike. It's back to Kinsley Nichols, who today has reached safely on a fielder's choice, is actually the lone run for Bethel. She also grounded out to start this game. 2-1, that one just over the pitcher's head, and that one's going to get down for an infield base hit. Beautiful hit by Nichols, and little miscommunication in the middle half of the infield. And so that's going to put runner on first for Amelia Sherrill.
Yeah, that's one of those balls that's right in the middle of the two players. Neither one knows whether to call each other off because neither one's too confident they could get to it. So it winds up being like, you got it or I got it, who's got it? And winds up falling in for a base hit.
One of those where you both should have had it, and what happens? Neither of you get it. 1-1 as the count for Sherrill has run even. It's got to feel good for Nichols. And again, this is a Bethel team now, 4 hits in the last 3 innings of this game. This has a charge out to left center and is going to get out to the track. And Bethel is going to hang a crooked number in this game as they'll bring home Nichols on a well-placed hit by Amelia Sherrill. RBI double, and Bethel gets their second of the day. So it'll be Fallon Jordan to step back up for the 3rd time today and watches one on the outside edge for strike number 1. What hurts more for UT Southern is that the conventional double play is taken out of the equation. So they're going to have to earn these last 2 outs. A little check swing foul for 0-2.
Almost looked like that went off the knob of her bat. That would have stung if it got in on her hands. Thankfully it doesn't, but it was close.
And that is a 3-strike out. 5th K of the day, the first one for Ursery. And I would like to be up a little bit closer to the backstop to confirm this, but mentioning getting hit in the hands, Bryant, she did not wear gloves.
No, she did not.
And also looking from here, neither is Riley Sharp, who's at the plate. No, thank you. This one misses upstairs, and quickly it's 2-0, the count in Riley Sharp's favor. So Sherrill at second. And could be left stranded there, just 1 out left for UT Southern to literally end this game early, as that one finds the middle of the zone for strike number 1. 2 strikes left for Ursery in her first appearance as a Firehawk, and the true freshman has evened up the count, 2-2. No question, Bethel is going to look to regroup for the second game of this doubleheader. Tennessee Southern, they want to carry this momentum. And out in front of strike number 3 is Sharp, and back-to-back Ks end the first outing of the career of Emma Ursery. 17-2, UT Southern takes this win over Bethel, and Bryant, pretty simple to put it, a very dominant first game of the season for the Hawks.
Yeah, they were doing it all. They were getting good hits. They were making good defensive plays, and they'll square off again here in a few minutes. Maybe Bethel can clean up some of their mistakes. You know, they had quite a few errors, quite a few points left on the field that they just gave to the Firehawks. So be interested to see the first game of the season, how things get straightened up here as we head towards round 2 in just a few minutes.
So UT Southern, they take game 1 and open their 2026 campaign with a dominant win, 17-2. They defeat Bethel. For Bryant Gobble on site, Austin Coletti saying so long. We'll talk to you later on as game 2 between Tennessee Southern and Bethel is coming up soon on the X Sports Network.
This